Happy Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. I wonder where that came from. Thirsty Thursdays.
It was probably a Catholic thing.
Why is it always God damn it? Damn it!
I don't know.
I was going to send this. I was going to repost this, but it says this broadcast is not available on our Twitter page.
Oh, let me investigate here. I'd find it just okay. I got
Really?
It. Yep.
Look.
You got to refresh that page, boy.
Yeah, probably. Boy. Hey, boy. I did. It's just not. Oh, whatever.
Today is our favorite day of the week.
Oh, my gosh. We can ask Will anything. Anything. Ask it away.
We love Thursdays.
Ask.
Axe.
I want you ask Will anything. Will set up the show today, so we're going to follow his lead.
I had some time yesterday.
Yeah, you're going to follow. No, this is your day. There it is. Refresh. You're going to take us down this magical journey that we call the morning hookup today.
The magical journey.
What a good day yesterday, by the way. Shout out Henry T again, by the way, because having Martiche yesterday was pretty awesome. I had a lot of people reach out and say that was awesome.
Yeah, my mom texted me. She said, she had kids grow up in youth sports. She loved what Martiche was doing with the Ivy League Academy. And
yeah, well, there's a message out there for people that are doing it, is the fact that don't be a dumbass parent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, come on. You just make yourself look bad. You're just embarrassing yourself. Let's see. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Justin. I didn't think you guys were having a show due to snow squalls that are coming in tomorrow.
Oh, is that happening?
We'll brave through it. Well, they're calling for potential changeover or some snow. I don't even know. There's a winter weather advisory out in North Platte in the Pamp somewhere out there.
Wow.
Loaded for bear for Will.
What does that mean?
Oh, questions. He's loaded for bear. Got a lot of questions for you.
What does loaded for bear mean?
You're loaded up with questions. He's going to ask you a lot of questions today.
Is that what that means? Loaded for bear?
Mm-hmm. I'm loaded for bear. So when I have all the how much booze you got at the party, Hooks? I'm loaded for bear, baby.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Got a lot of booze.
I did not know that was a thing.
A lot of booze. Boy, interesting stuff happened in the Big Ten last night. Basketball.
Yeah, it did.
Hello, my little friend.
Oh, God.
It's interesting when we talk about it a little bit, where Nebraska could still finish.
Yeah, right. Do you hunt? No, honestly, I've never been hunting in my life.
He used to, but then he found Nora. Thank gosh.
Damn.
That was good.
Yeah, I guess so. No, I've never been hunting.
Not once?
Mm-mm.
Even I've been once.
And a lot of my family hunts. Not my dad or anything, but his brother, my mom's brother-in-law. BBB, loaded for bear.
Down in, I'm surprised from down in Beat Rice, you didn't hunt.
No, like I said, my family was never really a big hunting family.
See, that's what I don't get. He said it's whitetail time of the year.
Now, he's probably a hunter.
In Jacksonville?
Yeah.
State laws against that kind of crap.
Down in Florida?
I don't know where the area. Jacksonville seems way nice to have guns out hunting.
You hunt crocodile. All right, stay there, Hooks.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Thursday. Welcome in the Morning Hookup. Bill Hooks, Will Wilson, and all of our pre-gamers that hung out with us this morning on the pregame. Anybody can do that, by the way. You guys, we go on about 5-6 minutes early every morning. And if you just go to @KFOR Radio, @KFOR Sports on X, let's call it X today, X. Or Facebook, YouTube, you can hang out with us early. Kind of get a little peek behind the scenes.
We don't have to do the X thing. We can just say
Twitter.
Twitter.
All right, we're good. Twitter.
Yeah, happy Thursday, our favorite day of the week. We were talking hunting on the pregame.
Oh, yes, you do. Will hunts. Hi, Nora. That's awesome. Will Hunts for gluten-free products at Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee's gluten-free section
is awesome.
Is 10 out of 10.
Oh, boy, Trader Joe. Yeah, by the way, Sarah, good point. You should check out Trader Joe's.
No, and I have gone to Trader Joe's. The problem is you're caught walking through the whole store looking at every single product to see if it's gluten-free. So you're there for like 2 hours.
It's an experience. Why don't you just sit back, slow down, and enjoy the experience of grocery shopping?
Because I get anxiety when I go to places like that.
Why?
Because every rich white girl in Lincoln is there shopping,
That's
and I just
not
feel
true.
so out of place.
That is not
Oh,
true.
It's very true.
You just need to enjoy more experiences, Will. Like you've got to relax.
No, I get anxiety in situations like that.
25 years old, sit back, relax, enjoy the views, smell the flowers.
Greg says Goodwill Hunting. It's a store full of snacks. I know, Sarah. I'd eat that whole store by myself if I could.
This is awesome.
So what's going on with you?
Nothing, man. It's a good Thursday morning start. Right? We got a lot of fun stuff. It's open mic, open show day for all of you. You can send messages on the stream. You can tweet at us. You can call us 402-489-1240 today. Will has set up the show. We have a show sheet. Will was here doing news yesterday. You got this thing ready to go.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
No, I like it. We got a lot of stuff.
Way above my pay grade.
We're going to do some NFL talk here in a little bit. But our favorite segment, I believe it's now turning into mine for sure. Ask Will anything. We'll let you know when it's time to ask those questions.
Around 10:35.
Around 10:35. And then a lot of stories we missed because there's a lot of stuff happening in the sports world and some that are popping up. And I started watching another show on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Can you let me know what it is?
Yeah. Full Swing 2.
Oh, is that out?
Is out.
I know what I'm watching when I get home today.
Go.
I know what I'm watching.
Full Swing 2. If you didn't, that's the golf. They followed them through their season. That was as the live stuff was starting, going on through that. Now they're full blown in the live. John Rahm, Ryder Cup is in on this one. This is going to be awesome. I only got about 30 minutes and I was just like, all right, I got 30 minutes. Let me watch it. Already looks awesome. So Full Swing 2 is out on Netflix.
The U.S., they lost the Ryder Cup, right?
Yes, they did. They did lose that one. So, yeah, I did that and all that stuff.
Very good.
You ready to rock? Did you have anything last night?
Just had dinner with the fam.
Nice. That's right. I talked to you.
Yep. Just had dinner with the fam. Watched that Northwestern game.
That's right. That's right. And you also, then tonight, you have a call tonight, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Will Wilson will be on KFR tonight. At what time?
I'll be on at 5:50.
State Hoops going down.
State Hoops with Norris and I think Bennington.
Oh, that'd be a good one. You're
Yes.
calling Motz's brother Jimmy.
That's right.
He'll be pacing the sidelines. They got a good chance.
It's going to be fun.
So I would expect tomorrow when Dr. Dane Todd's in that we'll have some electric calls that we can play
Maybe.
from you.
Now, it's only going to be on stream tonight.
Just stream. So you got to
It's
jump
not-
on. Not on the radio,
Yes.
on the stream.
Yeah. Which is kind of a weird feeling. It's like,
You're there, but
do they want me on the radio?
Yeah,
am I not good enough to make the air?
you kind of say, yeah, we'll have to ask that question.
What's going on here?
Why are they second guessing us?
Why
And
it has to do with the Game and Parks show.
Oh.
The Game and Parks show is
So I didn't
tonight.
mean to roll my eyes. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
But also you mentioned it. Well, last night, as you know, Nebraska doesn't play till Sunday, and we know if they win, they can lock up a top 4 seed in this tournament coming up. That'll start next week. Northwestern gave you a little help last night as they lost I watched part of that game. That was ugly.
It was they hardly got above 100 points.
Yes, barely. But Michigan State gets it done on senior night, which I believe, by the way, if I saw the stat correctly, Michigan State's won like 12 or 14 straight senior nights.
Wow. And notice how they don't kiss the floor during the game anymore.
No.
Because they used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They'd bring the seniors off,
And they kiss the floor
kiss
and
the
boom, at the
floor.
end of the game.
but now they're doing it after the game.
Yes.
There was a cool exchange when Izzo's son was talking with him on the post game, and even my grandma was watching that, and she started
That thing
to
was
cry.
awesome. That thing was awesome. I mean, and they talked about, Tom being a coach most of his life, and being gone and not being there for his kid. That's the life you live at points. And then, but get a chance to have your son, and his son said, "Thank you for giving me the opportunity to walk on and get to spend some time with you and do that." It was a pretty cool exchange.
It was.
But Northwestern loses. And currently, when you look at the standings this morning, when you woke up, there you are. Nebraska sitting in the 3 spot as of right now. They are tied with 11-8, but again, they got that one game in the win column that puts you in the third spot right now. You're looking at the double bye, but don't get too above the skis quite yet. Got to win Sunday because there is a chance still you can finish anywhere from 3 to 6 with a loss.
You need a lot of stuff to happen.
But you still have an opportunity. You just got to go win. Tonight, one that kind of does. I mean, you got Rutgers and Wisconsin tonight. Minnesota will finish out, not Minnesota, Northwestern will finish out their season tomorrow, Saturday at 8 o'clock. Then you get that Sunday matchup at 11 o'clock in the morning as Nebraska will travel to Ann Arbor to take on the Wolverines to finish out their season and hopefully lock up one of those double buys.
And I'm nervous about it. Remember the last 11 a.m. road game? Maryland.
Well, you can just put any time out there. You could say, remember the last 8 o'clock road game? Remember the last 7 o'clock road game? Remember the last 4 o'clock? I mean, you could put any time out there and it would scare me on the road.
We could easily lose that game.
We're not going to.
How about Indiana last night going on the road, beating Minnesota, and that they've won 3 straight, 2 of which have been on the road.
Are you on board with this? And I've seen this a lot. And I actually had not given it any thought. Because I don't keep track of postseason award watches.
Yeah.
Fred Hoiberg, Big Ten Coach of the Year.
I've thought about
They were picked where?
What?
12th?
Bottom conference?
12th? You're talking about a team picked 12th, and they're going to potentially win on Sunday and have a double bye.
I've thought about this.
Purdue was picked 1. They are 1. Illinois 2. They're 2. Wisconsin, gone.
Okay, with
Northwestern, gone. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never gave any thought till I saw the momentum start. I'm like, well, he's got a good case.
Yeah, no, with all of that you just said, definitely. Only losing 1 game at home, with the teams he's beat, he's got a decent case. Now,
So does Minnesota, if you really think about it.
Yeah, Ben Johnson has a decent case. So does Chris Collins. I mean, Northwestern's been a good team this year.
Yeah.
Brad Underwood at Illinois,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Nobody likes him.
Well, you know what I mean.
Speaking of punchable face.
What hurts Hoiberg is only having 2 road wins on the year.
Who cares?
I'm just saying, if I'm going to give a Coach of the Year award out, it seems kind of bad to give it to a guy who's only won 2 road games.
True. But he's also a guy that you said, as a group, as the media, as everything, said you're going to finish in the bottom of the conference. And with 1 game to go, you're in 3rd.
I listen.
Just throwing it out there.
Tim Miles won Coach of the Year in the same situation.
Just throwing it out there.
Like the same situation, although he had some bigger road wins that year.
I'd be willing to bet he's the one that maybe that's been the most dramatic improvement from a preseason deal to now.
Now, why would Matt Painter not win it?
Because it's like, that's what he did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, but it's still really impressive.
It is impressive. 27-3. It's impressive, but still.
I mean, if Painter doesn't win it, you got to give it to Hoiberg. I'll give you that.
So I don't know. So we got that.
Other Big Ten news.
Talk about it.
So the Indiana fans have been starting petitions to get Mike Woodson.
Yeah, they want him gone.
They want him out of there. But they announced yesterday that he's coming back.
Not so fast. I know, right? How long has he been there?
This is his 2nd or 3rd season.
It's just like a reaction. Like, I don't think when those types of things happen that they know everything that goes into it. When you get rid of a head coach in such an infancy part of the career there, like you're talking about a whole new staff. They've recruited all those kids. You find another coach, got to come and do it all.
He's currently in his 3rd season. Now, what's crazy is...
That's crazy. That's not a full cycle.
Yeah, but look what he's done the first 2. He made the tournament the first 2 seasons. And he made it through the 2nd round last year. Like, the dude's done good things.
So you're saying this year, they've had enough.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
a reaction.
We can't make fun of him that much because we're Nebraska football fans.
And, that's the first thing we asked for after
this is
one season.
Pretty similar to what we do with football.
Yeah. I mean, there were naysayers last year with Coach Rule went 5-7. Like,
exactly.
See, he totally messed up.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I agree with them bringing him back. He just needs to recruit. I mean, he's got a decent foundation. He's going to get that 7-footer back, unless he goes pro.
Where he might be moving on. So,
and then so there's another story I wanted to get to quickly about Saban.
Yeah, I've read this. This is interesting.
Saban did a little interview, and he kind of gave us some insight about why he retired. And part of it was not exactly losing. They lost to Michigan, right? They lost to Michigan.
Yep.
He said it wasn't because of that, but it was because of how his players kind of reacted and that whole thing. He said, I want to be clear, that wasn't the reason, but some of those events certainly contributed. I was really disappointed in the way that the players acted after the game. You got to win with class. You got to lose with class. We had our opportunities to win the game, and we didn't do it. And then showing your ass and being frustrated and throwing helmets and doing that stuff. Were people showing their butts? Is that what he means by that?
Yeah.
That's not who we are and what we promoted in our program.
It's part of the gig. Like, so what he's telling you is right now is how the landscape has changed. And he's talking about specifically Alabama, all right? Culturally, the way, and I think this is a life lesson. If you win with class, right? You don't gloat, you don't blah, 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 all that stuff. If you lose, you do it the same way. Don't be a pouty baby, go in your locker room and start. That's not how and I'm not talking about every program, but that Alabama has said, we're going to do it and do it the right way. But the landscape has changed so much.
Especially with NIL.
And they're talking about, yes.
And he talked about it. He said, I thought we could have a hell of a team next year, and then maybe 70 or 80% of the players you talk to, all they want to know is two things. What assurances do I have that I'm going to play because they're thinking about transferring, or how much are you going to pay me? Our program here was always built on how much value can we create for your future and your personal development, academic success in graduating, and developing an NFL career, not NIL. He doesn't know how to do it.
No, he doesn't want to.
And it's the same reason we've seen those legendary coaches in college basketball retire.
They have to move on because it's built on a 3-4 year development plan. It's built on how can I get you to the NBA? How can I get you to the NFL? Your value is how I make you better over the 3 or 4 years to have you at the highest possible draftable status.
And that's
now it's not that.
Now that's priority. Like,
get me paid. Get me paid.
Yeah.
Because that's why it's a lot. And it's also, I mean, again, you go back and look at college hoops, probably more than anything is the fact that I can make more money just staying here for the 5th year than I can if I leave, or 3rd, whatever, instead of declaring for the draft. Carolina has gone through that. Tar Heels have gone through that with Armando Bacot. He's probably not much of a draftable guy because he's a prototypical big man. He's not the new age big man. Came back for a 5th year, got a lot of acolytes, got paid.
I almost feel
that's why people are dogging Caitlin Clark a little bit about leaving.
Right.
She'll make whatever money being an NIL at Iowa, and then she would in the NBA or WNBA. Apologize.
Yeah. I almost feel bad for some of these old coaches, like
it's pushing them out.
Coach K, like they've been coaching for so long that they're used to that way of doing things.
So it's different. I don't think it's right or wrong, but it's just different.
Yeah.
It's different stuff that they have never had to deal with. They have to learn how to deal with, but they don't want to learn how to deal with it. Right?
It's a young man's
game.
It's
telling you, what it's also telling you is that what we talked before, there is some animosity probably in locker rooms.
Yeah. Somehow Kirk Ferentz has been able to figure this out.
And they just suck. That's it.
They don't suck.
They suck.
They've had a winning record for how many years?
Look at his career. He's a career 7-5 guy.
Winning record.
Congrats.
I hate defending Iowa, but
congrats. Don't defend him. Thew says Will kind of being negative Nancy today. Why are you being so negative?
How?
I don't know. You see who else on the stream hanging out with us today?
Oh, is that T's son?
What up? What up, B?
Hey, what up?
Yep.
And then Joe P's there too.
Joe P said if you're picked to finish 12th in the conference and you finish 3rd, that's really good. The big question is how good is the Big Ten? It's a great question. That is a great question. I think it's a mix. I don't think the Big Ten is as strong as it used to be over years.
Hoiberg's got a hell of a
chance.
I
also think there's been some underachieving teams in the Big Ten.
Maryland.
There's been some, yes. I mean, you look at, look at that. Ohio State.
Yeah.
They're 10th. Indiana's probably underachieving at 9.
Yep. Iowa is.
Michigan, I don't even know. They're 8-22.
Are they going to bring back?
I don't know.
Dwan?
I think Michigan State is underachieved at 7, 18-12. Iowa's an up and down type team. They're in the 6th spot. Wisconsin has fallen on hard times lately. I mean, they played tonight. You remember their record before? They're 18-11 right now.
Still a decent record.
Yeah, I mean, all those teams are in. I mean, they're all like looking like they're in right now.
Yeah, but they have
potentially you're going to have 7 Big Ten team in, potentially minus, give or take some magic that happens other places. I don't know. You're going to have a 6 or a 7 team, representation.
Yeah. I think Hoiberg's got a case again. I just think the road stuff. If I'm nitpicking,
you can nitpick.
I'm looking at the road record and I'm like, ooh.
Totally.
But he still got you there.
He got you there. So, all right. Hey, let's take our first break. Let me check the show sheet because is this where we're going to do a little? Oh yeah. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little NFL, and we'll set up a segment. If you're the GM, NFL Would You Rather running back edition. That and a whole lot more when we come back.
More next on the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
T's son hanging out. What up, B? He said, "Hey, get T."
Brian, we gotta meet you, man.
I met him at you met him? Legends Weekend. I met him. They were down at and we met real quick.
Gotcha.
T came strolling in and we met.
Yeah, we'll see how this segment goes. I just kind of threw it together.
Good, Will. I love that.
Because Bleacher Report predicted where these running backs are going to sign.
So they predicted that you put it out there, and then we're going to have to see. All right,
we're going to be the GM of the team they're predicted to go to, and you got to choose.
Do you do this or not?
Right.
I love it.
Right.
And then again, start thinking about it. We'll do the NFL segment, and then we'll be asking Will a lot of questions. Lots of questions for Will Wilson. New comment. No comment. He said, Brian said, "What's up?"
I don't want people to come at me thinking I don't think Fred deserves it. I think he does. It's just if I'm nitpicking, that's what's going to kill him.
I wish these awards would get out of the good old boys club awards.
Now, if he makes it to the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament,
I think that's probably all voted on before. All this should be done before, I believe.
Oh, really?
I believe. Because the ladies just announced all their stuff. I know the Big Ten first and second teams were announced.
By the way,
they play today.
Yeah, they do.
They got
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock per don't. I believe that's who they're playing, right?
Yeah.
Per don't.
That should be a win.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Should be a win.
Per don't, and then the winner of that will have the right to go face Michigan State. And those games, by the way, if you're keeping tabs, Big Ten Network.
All on Big Ten.
All on Big Ten. Troy, I agree. Still, 21 season should count. Yep.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just all. I just think it's like you predict Nebraska, man. I just see him like again. What I mean by that, I want the good old boys club of like, well, you're picked to finish first. You finish first. You're the Big Ten Coach of the Year. It happens in every conference.
It's funny because as a Nebraska basketball team, it's almost easier to win Coach of the Year because you're always thought of as lower conference. So anytime you're above mid-conference, it's like, oh my God,
look at
this is insane.
Yeah. Special years get special awards.
Yeah, right.
I think Fred should get it.
Troy's saying, go Big Red, go Duke.
Yeah, he misspelled that. It should be with a P.
Joe P says, as a Bears fan, we should move on from Fields.
I think you trade that pick and him. You'd get him gone.
I've always liked Fields. I always thought he was very underrated.
Fields might just need to go, look, I need to get out of here because this environment's not good for me.
Yeah. I really like Fields, and I understand why Bears fans want to get rid of him. And I do think Caleb Williams is going to be a good pro quarterback. He's got the...
It's so hard to get on board with him.
I know.
In his attitude.
Will Mullen.
No, don't answer that. You can answer that. That's a question.
Is that for Ask Will Anything?
Yeah, it's probably for Ask Will Anything.
We don't talk about puke. So Ryan's a Duke fan too.
He is?
Well, he's calling Duke puke.
Yeah. this week. There's puke.
Yeah,
It is a very mutual. We need to talk about that someday about hated rivalries versus just a respected rivalry. Because the Carolina Duke puke thing to me is a very respected rivalry.
even though you call him puke every day.
Yeah.
Hold on, stay there.
Yeah.
At night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. Candlesticks in the dark. Visions of bodies being burned.
Welcome back in the morning hookup. Hope you had a great start to your Thursday. Thanks for hanging out with us. So much going on the stream. We were just talking about rivalries a little bit. We need to have this conversation someday about because I know Carolina puke, right? They call Carolina the Tar Holes.
Oh, do they? I haven't heard that
So
one.
those go back and forth, right? But it's and Troy, you might agree or disagree with me on this, but there's a difference in that rivalry and it being a rivalry, and some other team in that conference thinks they're part of a rivalry and they're not. If you ask Carolina fans, they'll tell you they hate Duke fans, but they probably don't. It's a respected, mutual kind of thing. They'll tell you, as I would, I hate NC State so much more than I hate Puke fans.
Wow.
Because NC State is a team that's never done a damn thing in the conference, and they act like they belong with the big dogs. They act like they are part of the blue blood programs in the country, and they are not. They are the worst.
Wow.
They got one title back with Jimmy V, got it, and what else have they done since then? Nothing.
Wow.
Not one thing. So, I
did not think
State fans suck.
I did not know that. I did not know Carolina fans did not like NC State fans.
State fans. They just have never done anything.
Wow.
Like, you go back in the history, like Carolina just...
They've done more than Nebraska.
Well, yeah, sure, but, like, it'd be like Carolina just... I mean, if you go back and look at the history of in ACC titles, I think Carolina State has like 10 maybe, or 8. I don't even know. It's single digits. Or if you look at the top 2, Carolina just clinched a portion or outright of their 33rd title.
Wow.
A conference title.
Pretty impressive.
So, all right. There's another level of rivalry. What did Troy say? One team could suck and the other be dominating. Yeah, that's the thing about this thing. Like, there could be years with Duke, Carolina. One could be number 1 and the other one could be just 8-20. It's going to be a great game.
So we're going to get into NFL. First, let's address what the chat's saying. A lot of Justin Fields talk.
It is.
You had, who initially started that? Joe P. Joe P said he's a Bears fan, and then they think they should move on from Justin Fields. You have Thew chiming in, said if Chicago can't handle Fields, then Williams won't fare any better. It's a solid point. And then Justin said, I agree about Fields. Plus, according to different people, they're both busts. I'd rather stick with the one that's not a diva. I agree with that.
That's a great point.
I
don't think Fields is a bust.
I don't think so either.
How many OCs has he had since he's been in the league?
The running back situation was terrible.
They've done nothing around him.
He led the team in rushing yards last season. You got to get and actually coming up in our
They probably
segment,
need a lot, though.
Well, let's go here
let's
right
go.
now then.
All right, Rocket. You're an NFL GM. These are the scenarios with running backs. What would you do?
Well, let's start with Tony Pollard.
TP.
He's predicted to go to Philly.
Oh, wow.
But there's a chance Dallas could re-sign him. Okay, but we're gonna be the GM of Philly.
Yeah.
Okay. Last year he rushed just over 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Obviously he's going to be a cheaper option, like a single-digit $1 million a year.
Pollard?
Yeah.
I think he could be it's RB1, man.
If you're Philly, you're going after him.
Who else
they're letting DeAndre Swift walk.
Yes. Philly, I'm signing him.
I wouldn't go near him.
Why?
Because he didn't have the best season last year. You're betting on him to return back to where he was a few seasons ago, and to me, that's just too big of a gamble. I'd rather.
I'm just doing some quick math.
If I'm Dallas, I'd re-sign him because it's a cheaper option, and you're signing some other big players on that roster as well. So you need some wiggle room.
4 a pop last year, a little over 4 a pop, 6 touchdowns, 55 catches. Those 55 catches are so valuable.
So if you're Philly, you're signing him. I am not.
I'm signing him.
Let's go to Austin Eckler, who is actually predicted to go to Dallas if they let Tony Pollard walk.
Amazing.
All right. They're saying Eckler should get around $7.4 million. Russ just over 1,000 last year, 6 touchdowns.
I mean,
Also a cheaper
similar
option.
Similar numbers.
And
minus, I don't see his catches on here, but minus, I mean.
And 7.4 is pretty cheap. So Dallas, you going with Eckler?
Sure. I mean, if your Pollard walks, then yes.
I think it's the same.
It's the same. It's 1A, 1B at that point in that level of running back that you're asking for.
You're not really losing much.
Because they're also like Dallas in a weird spot too, because they need the cheaper option because they haven't got, correct me if I'm wrong, Dak is in that extension time. They have not got that done yet. Dak said it'll get done sooner than later.
That's what they all say.
That's what they all say.
DeAndre Swift, who was just with Philly, is predicted to go to the Giants. About $6.7 million a year. Last year, he had kind of a bounce-back season, over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. So New York, they got to replace Saquon.
That is so interesting. It's like swapping of running backs everywhere in this league right now.
It is.
Swift's a good option. I mean, at that price, for sure.
I think if
those
Giants
3 running backs right there you just talked about are all like in the same realm.
They got a lot of cap space too, $41 million.
Giants do.
So if I'm with you, if I'm the Giants, I'm going after Swift. He proved last year that he still got it. Kind of revived himself.
Yep.
And I think he'd probably get more than $6.7 million. But if you can get him at that,
absolutely,
it's a good number. Saquon Barkley, where do you think he's predicted to go?
I read it.
You already know.
But I honestly, before I read it, I was like, that'd be awesome.
Saquon is predicted to go to the Houston Texans.
Sign him up with C.J. Stroud
for about $10 million a year.
Sign him up.
Now we're getting into like the running
backs,
big time
dog, the big dogs
get a little bit more money. So $10 million a year. Didn't get to 1,000 last year, but he was hurt for a few games.
That's the one problem, and that's why these running backs are struggling to get these long-term and lucrative deals because one, their cap is usually about age 30.
Right.
And then the injury, like you're like one hit or what? I mean, you take a lot on.
So are we both saying yes? I think that's a perfect fit
for
Saquon.
For Saquons.
You got Dameon Pierce, who had a good rookie year, but now he kind of went backwards last season. Their other running back, Devin Singletary, is hitting free agency. So they're kind of in a rut. They need a running back. And by the way, they have $70 million in cap space.
That's a lot of cap space.
I know. You could sign him to a decent contract. So we're both good going to Houston.
I like it. Few, he's a Cowboy fan, said Pollard will never again be what he was. He excelled relieving Zeke. He isn't built to be an every down back.
So Theo,
that's the Cowboy fan coming out.
Well, Theo,
fine, you want to leave us. You won't be good anymore.
Pollard or Eckler? That's the question I'll ask.
I agree with Ryan too. Eckler looked washed, man.
Next up, Derrick Henry.
This is such an interesting case.
Well, number one, it's so weird to see him not in a Tennessee jersey.
Yep.
He's predicted to go to Baltimore on around a $10.3 million a year. Last year, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns. If you're Baltimore, what are you doing?
Well, it fits their style. For sure, fits their style. I mean, why would you not? 10-3. Wow.
I don't think the cap space is exactly in the position they want it to be.
Yeah.
But you go back to that conference championship. I mean, Edwards and Hill did not show up.
No.
You have J.K. Dobbins who's coming off injury, but you have a young Keaton Mitchell. By the way, Dobbins I think is hitting free agency, so that's not even an option. They got that young guy Keaton Mitchell who is
a nice pair,
a lot of upside.
Be a nice pair.
I think you get Henry when your championship window is still open.
Henry's going to be looking for a championship window because those days are not. I'm not going to say they're numbered.
He had a good season.
I did, but look at the number of carries in his career so far. And the wheels, man. I'm telling you, and that's an average of less than 4. I don't know the number. It's not like he's breaking them off like he used to, right?
Yeah. I like him.
He's looking for that fit too. I think he fits that build.
It just might be too expensive. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. And then the last one, Josh Jacobs. $10.6 million a year. He's predicted to go to Chicago.
Really?
After we just got done saying how the Bears running back room has been abysmal, I think this would be a solid get for the Bears.
But again, you're getting like, yeah, I think so from like the name, but also like
You got to pair Williams with a solid running
it's
back.
Williams.
I think you go out and get this guy. You have $57 million in cap space. You have enough to give him a decent deal.
But what are you getting like on an average per carry from Josh Jacobs?
Well,
it's a lot. Like, I don't know which one's lower. It's either him or Henry.
But the Raiders' offense sucked. Everything on that offense was bad. So you're asking him to do a lot with a bad, guys around you. I'm not saying Chicago's any better, but I think maybe a change of scenery does him good. And he's got to stay healthy.
This would be interesting if that were the case. I think if I were to make that move as the GM, Josh Jacobs to Chicago, I'd be keeping Fields, trading the pick away and I pair Fields with Jacobs.
Interesting. I like that a lot.
Why not keep a known commodity? Not a known, but somebody's been in the league that is still, I think, untapped development to get done. Why don't you pair that versus a prima donna going,
I'm all in on Fields.
I think Fields should stay.
And
then I'd pair as a GM, I would pair him with a Josh Jacobs type character.
You can get some good picks back.
That's what I would do.
There we go. Would you rather?
That's good stuff. I like that.
You like that?
I like that. You like that?
Oh, don't do that to me. Kirk Cousins is going to not sign with Minnesota. I'm not very happy with it.
I don't think so.
I'm not very happy with it.
And JJ hasn't signed his extension yet either, has he?
Which is why I'm afraid. You don't bring back Kirk, I think you lose a lot of that team. Justin said Baltimore will have 800 yards game on the ground and 13 in the air with Henry. Ryan says Devontae Adams did not.
No, he did
last
not.
Year.
He did not.
Who said that?
You said that, didn't you? I don't know.
Oh, I did say. Well, Ryan, as a whole, the offense was pretty bad. He's a big Raiders fan. He'll die on that grave. All right, let's take a break.
Let's take a break. I love it. And when we come back, it's our favorite time of the Thursday for sure. It's Ask Will Anything.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
Should we cut their promo? I'm kidding. That was bad. That was a good segment. I like that segment.
That was good.
Well done.
Justin said the Bears are also looking into Rex Grossman.
Do you know who Rex Grossman is?
Who's lighting up his Thursday night rec league football team. Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
Former Florida quarterback, gone Bears.
He didn't do anything?
No. I wonder if this is anything. Chris Jones tweeted out just a simple KC. I wonder if that means Chris Jones has landed his deal 22 minutes ago. Don't know.
I'll be right back.
Slice the promo, Ernesto says. Will is departing apparently right now. But get your questions in. Ask Will anything. We can ask him anything. He has to ask. Anything. Hope you guys bring the noise. Bring the noise of him. He's back. We need to make sure you guys just get ready. We will have some stuff. We'll have Dr. Dane Todd tomorrow, but coming up, we will have a bracket challenge, a morning hookup bracket challenge. And we'll get out there. We're going to figure out the prizes and all that stuff for, and we're still trying to figure out where we're going to do a show from during the madness.
We're running out of time.
We need to make sure we ask.
I know. Did Will just go hunting? I did.
He did.
Got a mallard.
I didn't notice if the 100-year-old cake was still sitting out there.
I know.
Out there. Is it gone?
No, there's still cake sitting out there.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. From last Friday?
It's just not been in the fridge or anything.
Yeah. All right, give us the questions. Bring them in.
Let's go.
Line them up. Ask anything.
Yeah, I know, Ryan. Great question.
Her don't.
It's like per don't and her don't.
That's funny. We don't know, man.
We don't know.
Well, we do. But
No, we do. We show up and we do the best we can every single day for you guys.
Yes.
We hope that's enough.
Ryan Schmidt. I'm waiting for your question. You better get one too, Hooks.
Sorry, I just read one. Yeah, God, Nora always brings the hard questions at us. At you. That's at you.
Yeah.
This is a great segment. I think she's getting to know you on. It's awesome. It's my favorite part.
I'm writing answers down.
Oh, you are? No,
I'm
God,
prepping.
I wish we could like hide this part and then like boom, hit him at you
Well, I don't need to see
without
Like,
you knowing.
I'll keep my eyes over here. Yeah. By the way, I'm trying to get you down to happy hour tomorrow. If I don't work, there's like a 20% chance I work.
Oh, only 20. Well, make it 0. I think I'm going down. I love that question. Boss man ringing in with a question. I know the answer that I get. I've done that before. I love doing that. Oh, yes. Hey, welcome back in the morning hookup. Having a great Thursday. Hope you are as well. Be careful if you're out and about because state basketball is still going on. Give people some patience. If they got a different number in the back of their car, they just don't know what the hell's going on. That's a roundabout, folks.
Lincoln is the one-way capital of the world.
That's a roundabout in a one-way.
Especially when you get downtown.
It does not, just because you're from some other county, does not mean you don't have to use your damn blinker. Use it.
Use it.
Okay?
I'll tell you what, man. I noticed this last week. When these small town parents get a chance to come to the city, they do not waste any time.
No.
I mean, they go at it.
You're maximizing your time.
Yes.
You got to get here, get your drink on, get your eat on.
And they do, too.
Right?
Yeah.
They do. All right, man. It's Ask Will Anything time. I got to go back a little bit here because there was a question that came in earlier. Sorry, there was one about, wasn't there? Oh, Justin chiming in, will mullet or rat tail? That was the first one. Mullet, rat tail.
What's the difference?
Mullet? You ever seen a real good rat tail? Oh, man. There's a difference.
I'm going to have to go with the mullet.
All right, mullet. Mullet it is. All right, now I'm getting back to where we were.
All right. I think our first one is from Ernesto.
Yeah.
Does Will shave?
Yeah, do you shave at all? Seriously, that's a great question.
I do shave. I do.
How often?
Mostly my chin.
How often?
My chin is the only part of my face I could grow hair.
That's it.
Yeah, and I maybe like once or twice a week.
It's just like one little
It's pretty long right now.
What? What are we looking at?
There's some hair there. Hey, don't blame me that I
All
can't
right.
grow facial hair.
I shaved like yesterday.
Blame my dad.
All
right, moving on.
Nor wants to know if you believe in conspiracy theories. I feel like you are.
I love conspiracy
I know
theories.
you are. I just feel like that's just good conversation starters.
I believe, I wouldn't say I believe in a lot of them. I just really like reading about them.
Yeah. You like to discuss them, don't you?
Yes. Now,
Hash them out.
there's a few that I kind of believe in.
Ooh, I like to know.
Like Mark Zuckerberg being a robot.
You believe he's a robot?
I do believe he's a robot. There's a good conspiracy about the Denver airport.
Okay.
You should look up sometime. It's pretty amusing.
Okay.
And then there's another one out there that Paul McCartney is not real.
Gosh, where do you find this crap?
Like Paul McCartney died a long time ago, and then there's just someone like playing him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I believe in that, but it's
have you guys had
kind of convincing.
Have you guys had some of these conversations already together?
We haven't actually. Nora,
Okay.
we should talk about.
Yeah, this should be
Conspiracy theories.
it could make or break something though, so be careful.
Let's go to the phones.
Good morning. You're on the morning hookup.
Do you have a question for me?
Yes, someone on there advertises Lincoln weight loss, and I took down the phone number they gave the other day, but I just called it, and they say check your number. It's not.
Huh.
Interesting. Stay on hold for me, okay? Stay on hold.
We'll find.
That was unfortunate. Shouldn't have done that. All right, moving on. Let's get out of. Gosh dang it.
Okay, mayonnaise or Miracle Whip? Justin wants to know.
Mayonnaise by a mile.
Yeah, by 1,000. I'm not. These are your questions, but it's a long mile.
And there's for some reason, like when you go order a sandwich at, say Jersey Mike's, Subway, Good Sense, their mayonnaise is always so fresh. And I always have to get extra mayonnaise because it's very fattening. Fattening, but I love it.
Just get the light mayo.
Let's see what else we got here, Hooks.
Let's see. Boss man, how many coasters can you flip and catch?
Well, I got 4 right here.
You got 4. Can you do that right now?
For those of you who don't know, you put half the coaster off the table and then you flip it with on top of your hand.
You got to catch it with the flipper.
And then catch it. If you're watching on stream, you could see this.
You got to catch it just right.
Oh! I did not get it.
It's a great thing to do at the bar. A lot of times at the bar.
There it is. Matt, I bet you I could get. Didn't we figure this out the other day? I think I can get like 20.
Let's do it's like a name that tune when we're together. I can do this in 7 notes. Like I can do it in 8. And see how many you can get. Kosher flip.
Matt's pretty good. He claims he could do about 40, but every video I've seen, he's using the table to help.
All right.
Moving on. Has Nora met Mama and Papa Wilson? Yes, she has.
Good.
They've met countless times, sharing drinks at tavern.
Nice.
MJ or LeBron?
This is your questions, your answers.
This is a really bad question for Ask Will Anything because you could have 5 shows on this topic alone. But to give you the short answer, give me LeBron. Moving on, Ryan.
Fire him.
Who do you think would be the quarterback for the Raiders next year? Oh, easy.
Marcus Mariota.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russ Wilson. I think it'd be a good spot.
Russell Wilson, partly because I don't like the Raiders and I wouldn't care if they lose. Moving on, UNC Duke game Saturday. Who you got? This one is at Cameron indoor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
North Carolina loves. That's like a home away from home.
Duke is going to absolutely roll North Carolina on Saturday. North Carolina is going to come in as a carpet, a rug, and just get stepped on by Duke.
Okay.
Who does Will have on Saturday night? Yep. Got Duke. I have Duke. Sarah says, I'm supposed to fly to Florida from Omaha today, but my flight got delayed by 6 hours. What do I do? Do I leave and come back or just stay? This is easy, Sarah. This is easy. You just head up right now. You head to the Horseshoe.
Go to the boats.
To the boats. You bet a pick 5, and then you hop on the blackjack table.
Yep, and then hang out there, and then get some lunch, and just enjoy yourself.
Head to the Omaha. Head to Epley, and
just get up there.
Get a few beers.
Yeah, do that.
That's what I would do.
You definitely get out of here.
Justin, what is the worst shot someone can order? Are you saying working as a bartender or just the grossest shot? The grossest shot has got to be Malort or Rumpelmans.
Okay. So don't take those.
Don't take those. But the most annoying shot to make as a bartender is definitely the lemon drop.
Lemon drop. Oh, yeah. Triz got to go and drink that makes you roll your eyes every time someone orders.
There was this one person ordered. Listen to this drink name and tell me if you'd order it.
Okay.
It was called an Irish trash can.
Okay.
Like, you ever heard of that?
No, but it sounds amazing.
It's just, it was a Long Island iced tea without lemonade, but instead of lemonade, it's Red Bull.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just give me the shakes.
And then as far as annoying drink, like when you have a packed bar.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're going to say. You said this the other day. It's
like
awesome.
When you have 50 people waiting for a drink and somebody orders a Bloody Mary, that's just.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
It's tough.
Sarah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Read the room.
Justin, Russell Wilson plays for the Raiders next year. Does he say, let's ride with a pirate?
Let's ride. Yes.
That'd be hilarious if he did.
Favorite restaurant in Lincoln? Sarah wants to know.
Favorite restaurant in Lincoln. That is tough.
Go sit down. Oh, no.
We're going sit down?
We'll go 2 categories. Sit down, drive-through. If you're going to go sit down, you guys, date night, where are you going?
Let's stick to sit down. I love the food at Press Box.
Okay.
I love the food at Press Box. I got to throw a sushi in there. Got to throw shokunin in there. Shokunin is.
I was going, yes.
You know about shokunin.
Yep. If you're if you're in a pinch, you just need to get through the drive-through quick. Boom.
Right. And then I got to throw the Fortune Palace in there.
Oh my God, you just nailed it.
I got to
My
throw the Fortune
God,
Palace
Sarah
in
down
there.
at Fortune Palace is a dream.
That peanut butter chicken.
Greg, if he says that, he is also fired.
That's why I didn't want to do fast food.
No, it's all right. I don't need to have mine. Here you go. A couple more. What can Will bench press?
Okay, to be fair, I haven't bench pressed since sophomore year in high school. I think my max was like 95 at the time. So
Yeah.
adding about 8 years to that, probably 40.
40? Yeah. Adidas or Nike?
I've always been an Adidas guy.
My gosh, I'm Nike.
I always
like
been
it.
an Adidas guy.
Chipotle or Cordova, Trez wants to know.
This one's tough because I don't really eat any of those.
Really? Why not?
Before I stopped eating those, it was Chipotle.
Okay. And then,
but before that, it was Pancheros over off of 70th and.
Oh,
and
really?
O. You remember that place?
Wow.
That was my high school spot.
Troy also wants to know, since you're conspiracy theorist, is Elvis alive?
No, I think the book is shut on that.
He gone? He's not hanging out with Tupac?
Yes. There we go.
Good stuff. That was a good segment right there.
Good
Love
job,
it.
everybody.
Good job, everybody. Thanks for doing that. Every Thursday around this time, like 10:35, 10:40, we'll be asking Will anything. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with stories that we missed.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
Adidas and LeBron. That's ridiculous.
You
I
guys
agree
are
with Matt. Boss man, appreciate you.
You guys are so old.
No, we're not. We just know the right brands and the right people.
What's wrong with Adidas?
It ain't Nike.
Nike's overpriced.
Adidas. It's like I am wearing a pair of Adidas shoes today. But I am. Well, my work shoes. I just throw a pair on for work. But
wow.
I think it's like a brainwashed Nebraska thing. Let's be Adidas. Everybody's Adidas around here.
Well, if you talk to Vegas Dave, he thinks to be successful, you have to be signed by Nike.
Yes. That's where the money's at. Money, money, money.
Sarah knows. She knows the struggles. So does Matt. Knows the struggles of bartending. I'm sure we have some other people in the chat who've bartended before, but when you have that full bar and someone's like, can I get a Bloody Mary with
extra,
this and this and this?
And extra spicy?
Sure. Yes, you can.
Can I do that in the chat? Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
I'm not
sure.
doing that. This is good.
Is Elvis alive? Is that a conspiracy?
Well, I don't know. Probably.
Do people think he's alive? Bigfoot, I think I'm like halfway
the
there.
Loch Ness not press box is legit. Sarah
Press
says.
box is so good.
I haven't been there forever. It's not that far from the house either.
I mean, I could have kept going too.
There's
for Mexican.
Careful.
Mi Tierra.
Yes.
Right.
Top notch.
How can I not throw the metal grill in there?
Metal grill. The metal grill. Like if you guys have not, again, we have no indoor right now. Nothing. Metal grill. It used to be in Hickman, and they took over the old Parthenon space.
Mm-hmm.
Go see those.
They
are
is
good.
Really good food. Matt said, "Did we land on the moon?"
Oh boy, that's a good conspiracy theorist.
I think we did land on the moon.
Yeah, I agree. As well.
I've seen the Mythbusters episode on that.
Your sister said you guys should text Will's bench press and his back squat. Test your bench press and back squat.
I do that enough at the bar. Also, the Slim Chicken's not get a shout out.
Yeah.
Well, now they do, Matt, because you brought it up.
Yeah, you have to do that to be able to bring it up. Not that I wear a shirt every day or something just to hang out.
It's a conflict of interest.
Not really. Just yeah, it is kind of.
Ryan says, bought my wife's wedding ring with bar tips. So thankful. Don't do that anymore. But it paid off, didn't it?
Paid off. You work
Good
hard.
for you, Ryan. I'm impressed by that.
Oh,
I
better
respect that a lot.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, incredible. Better throwback brand, Russell or Apex? Russell Athletic, baby.
All right, this next song is...
Who's this going out to?
It's going out to Matt Taylor.
Is that because he's... Welcome back in the morning hookup, man. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, Sarah, I love this segment too. Thank you. That is a really good one.
Christian's coming in late.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to miss it.
He's getting out of the sauna again. Double day in the sauna.
He says, "Do windmills cause cancer?"
Oh man, I don't know.
Is that a common argument
Is
these
it? I don't
days? I've
know.
never heard of that.
That is odd.
Only the ones in Iowa.
Odd. We got a caller. Happy Thursday. Welcome on the morning hookup.
Yeah, windmills do cause cancer because I got cancer and I live right by one.
Wow.
Jeez.
There's your answer. What's up?
Hey, man. I used Wager Talk to pay my doctor his copay. I said, the heck with it. I'm either going or I'm not. So I put all my money down and I won big.
You did?
Yeah.
Huh.
Wager
With
Talk
JU,
works.
they were huge
Wager
underdogs.
Talk is the deal, man. Even though we don't have them on right now, we still support wagertalk.com, man.
Wow.
Yeah. And whoever's stuck down in Florida, depending on what city, man, they come down here and party. So I get off at 5. I know all the hot spots. Definitely coming. I want to party with that Ryan dude, man. I love interacting with him.
This is why we do it.
This is why we do it. Man.
This is why we do it.
That's good stuff.
Ernesto, we'll talk
and
soon. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
One more thing. You know, hey, when I was saying you hunt whitetail, man, because well, it's a long story with my professor, but I had a hat that said I hunt whitetail year round, and I had a picture of a girl with a nice olive color and then a darker color. And you got to understand, I'm married to a Filipino girl, so I hunt browntail and whitetail year round.
Ernesto, get out of here. That's so good. Who else we got? We got another caller coming in. Good morning. You're on the morning hookup.
You let loose about Larry and Trump and break it up, and that was the cost of the breakup?
I think we got a butt dial.
We did.
Hello, can you hear us?
Hello, you're on the morning hookup.
Oh, now this is an interesting.
I don't know. We should be doing this.
You're right. We probably
gotta
shouldn't.
get this off.
We probably shouldn't.
We'd be in trouble. But yeah, Christian had that question too. Did you call the boss man toxic? I'm just asking because that is I caught that.
No, I was just dedicating Britney Spears to him because I know he told me actually last week that he's a huge Britney Spears fan.
By the way, that's why we get along so well, because I'm a huge Britney Spears fan. We share the same birthday.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She's a little quackier than I am, but
yeah, she is. What did you want to bring up?
I don't know. I'm like, these comments are so good. I have to keep going.
I have a few
Troy
stories.
wants to know if Manhattan is kind of like a Bloody Mary. Somebody actually make a Manhattan during the rush.
Actually, you know what? Those surprisingly, I have no problem making an old fashioned.
Okay.
Perfect. Takes you about a minute.
Okay. Here we go. Rock some stories that we missed.
All right. Well, we have this big story that we woke up to this morning. Apparently, Mike Tyson is getting back into the ring.
57.
And taking on Jake Paul.
Knock him out.
We're all wanting that.
I want Tyson so bad in this.
He's Jake Paul. You know, Mike Tyson's 57 years old.
57. Now, it's going to be a different fight. I hope this is it's going to be on Netflix. Hope it's not some made-up production. Let's fight. I'm worried that Tyson is not if he gets into you, he's going to kill you. But if he's not very mobile.
We saw him in 2020. Remember that? When he fought Roy Jones Jr. and it ended in a draw. I think we were all kind of surprised to see how he looked during that fight. He still looked kind of like Tyson. I really hope he just ruins Jake Paul. But I have a sneaky.
No, I don't want him to get hurt. I just want him to beat him.
Well, I have a sneaky feeling that this is going to be one of those where it ends in a draw, and then we have to wait for part 2 and that whole thing.
Yuck.
But it's kind of a big deal. They got this on Netflix. I'm sure they're getting a nice paycheck from that.
That stinks.
But
let's just hope it's a fight, a good fight.
Well, I could be wrong, but isn't this Jake Paul's first fight against an actual boxer? Everybody he's fought has always been UFC or MMA or
something like that. It hasn't been
But now he's
stepping in the real world.
Who do you think's the favorite?
Jake Paul, guarantee it.
You think Jake Paul's going to be favored to win over Mike Tyson?
Yes, I think he'll be favored.
That's crazy.
I just think that. Tyson's 57.
Yeah, but he could still fight.
I know, but he hasn't done that like that. Now he's got to build back up for this, and I'd be interested if what they've worked out or whatever, if Tyson's taking this serious. It's not. I don't think I could see it in his brain. It's not some promotional deal. Jake Paul might be using this as a promotional deal.
I think they both are. Again, I just hope this doesn't end in one of those draws and we have to wait for part 2 and that whole thing.
I don't think Tyson needs the money. Doesn't he have like a weed farm and stuff?
Oh, yeah, he's in the weed business now.
So I don't think he needs the money. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of that.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good for himself. You got anything?
Boy, another, I don't know, like there's a couple injury things happening in the NBA. It sounds like Ben Simmons hurt again. He'll miss the rest of the season due to lingering back issue. Looking to a specialist out there in the NBA. I don't know how Brooklyn, I don't think they're very good, but I know a bigger thing to watch where sources say your boy Karl Anthony Towns being evaluated for a meniscus injury right now.
Not good.
And he could miss a significant period of time.
Not good.
Undergoing further evaluations as we seek, because that is not good, right? Because you look at the standings, they're still at the top, right?
They're up.
They're tied.
There's like a 3-way tie.
Tied with Oklahoma City right now. Denver a game back.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good, but not terrible. And here's why. You have Naz Reid, who comes off the bench, who you re-signed before the season. This dude is an underrated player, and he's big. He can get inside, but he can also shoot the ball. He does a lot of what Towns can do. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Hey, let's pick one golfer.
I go Tyson. It said
what?
Just said Jake Paul may lose his ear. Yes. He sits there wasn't up. The pest control lady is still on hold.
God. Hey, real quick, pick one golfer.
Who's in
for
this?
Arnold Palmer.
For Arnie? Just one?
Yeah. Quick.
Ricky Fowler. No, Scotty Scheffler. I just picked one. I don't even know if he's playing. I think he's playing.
I'm going to go with Hovland.
You got Hovland. I got Scheffler. So, all right. Hey, boy, guys, that's awesome. Thanks for hanging out, Will, on a Thursday.
Thank you to all of you.
All of you guys are the best. So, catch us tomorrow. We have Dr. Dane Todd and Jeff Moats. Have a great Thursday. Catch you on a Friday.
Why don't we do a little overtime?
Oh, let's do overtime. My gosh, I don't know why I thought that was so funny. The pest control lady. That was hilarious. Jake Paul will get smoked. Tyson could knock someone off the. Yeah, I agree, man. I just hope it's not some publicity crap.
That was like the one time where we've always done it. We've always cold picked up the phone.
She was looking for the white.
And I felt really bad.
Somebody butt dialed us, and I heard somebody had a breakup.
Yeah, well, I really wanted to keep that on because that could have turned into something fun.
I mean, that could be. Yeah, but that's maybe a little privacy action.
Thank you to everybody.
Yes, you guys are the best.
We love Thursdays so much.
We love every day, but Thursdays have a special feeling to it.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, it sounds like we will have Dr. Dane Todd back.
And do us a favor, share this with your friends.
Yes, please do. We did.
I did help us out a lot.
I noticed we got a couple extra YouTube subscribers overnight.
Oh, did we?
We're like at 152, I believe. The last thing I saw was 150, about 152.
We have that new YouTube short up there.
Oh, yeah, that one was. I wonder how many athletic turns have foot fetish. That was the greatest comment coming back.
It's an interesting question, though.
It is. I think they have to, don't they?
Yeah.
You have to like feet.
You can't hate feet to do that.
That, and it's almost like pedicures and crap. Ugh.
By the way, do you think so?
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to say who I was having this conversation with.
You should, though.
No, I'm not.
Are they on the stream?
I don't know. Could be. Do you think fetishes are like? I think people are born with certain fetishes.
No. How are you born with a fetish?
No, because some people like that, some people don't.
But how are you born with the fetish? You grow into the fetish, don't you?
Do you grow into it?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think you're born with that fetish. You're born liking feet.
There's a gene or a whatever that says you're going to grow up and love feet.
That's what I'm kind of getting at.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's a weird conversation, but I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I don't know. I think people's DNA makeup is pretty interesting. The helix thing, but
the helix thing.
Yeah.
You're crazy. You guys want to see what Hooks and I do after the show? This is what we do.
Can we do the promo for him?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah,
We're going
let's
to do
do
the promo. We'll give you the promo for tomorrow.
So this is we end the show. We kind of shoot the crap like this for a little bit.
Usually we
then-
make fun of people or somebody piss us off. We just talk to them.
Yeah, we can't say that today though.
If Justin, you're the best. Hooksy was a hunter. He'd go for a hunt after the hunt. All right, we're going to take a quick break. After the break, thanks for listening to Greg and Hooks. Oh, yes, Sarah. Katie Wilson picks Fred Couples.
Fred Couples can go to hell.
All right, tomorrow,
Dr.
Dane Todd, Jeff Moats.
Jeff Moats.
Hey, it's Bill Hooks.
Hold on, sorry.
Oh, man.
I wasn't ready. Hold on.
Here we go.
All right, we're good to go.
Hey, it's Bill Hooks.
And Will Wilson from the Morning Hookup.
Coming up on a Friday, we'll have the Dr. Dane Todd.
And Jeff Moats will join the show talking boys state basketball.
And a whole lot more of our favorite people on the stream. That and a whole lot more in the Morning Hookup from 10 to 11 right here on KFOR.
Now, like most days, that might be a little too long.
Yeah.
Because we only get 15 seconds in the promo, so I might have to do some
That's right.
cutting.
Cut it back a little bit.
Might have to do some cutting.
Cut it back a little bit.
This has been fun.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you to everybody.
This is really cool. The pregame stuff. I love the pregame and this kind of stuff. This is awesome.
The post game?
Yeah.
Maybe we could start doing the post game a little bit.
Give a little 3-minute, 4-minute extra, 5 before, 5 after.
You know, we're just trying to get that second hour back. We're doing
This is the
everything
way.
possibly, to get that second hour.
Sarah, OMG, Dr. Dane Todd. Yay.
Yeah, we love
He's
Doc.
done. Hockey is done, so he's back.
I can't wait to have Doc
If he
back.
misses tomorrow, we're going to be talking about probation.
Yeah, we should think of something like a
Unfortunately,
punishment.
Unfortunately, we can't put him on probation because he powers the hour tomorrow.
That's right, he does. Yeah,
So he's kind of the boss tomorrow.
good point. Really good point. What are you doing today?
I'm going to work.
You working today?
I'm going to work. I golfed yesterday.
Gotcha.
Sucked both cards. I was
Yikes.
I was all over the board yesterday.
Yeah, I was shocked to hear what you shot, which was a pretty good score.
What?
You told me the score you put up
Yeah.
yesterday.
I played.
And
Yes, it was really good. The scorecard was crap.
Well, that's what I'm shocked about is you put up a pretty good score, but you ended up
Well, it's only 3 of us, and we played the nines game. And nines are $9 a point, like 9 points, and yada yada yada. I just got in some precarious situations where I was behind
yada yada yada.
because strokes still play, and I was the front 9 leader because I was getting a stroke on 9, the par 5, made par, but we were at 54s.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
And we kept it there, and then we just kept going.
Hmm.
And we played 27.
Jeez,
Mm-hmm. And got a little,
you're a little tuned up.
oh boy.
A little tuned up.
Then I had to go pick up. It was fine. We're good. We're good.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna
Love
get
you
out of here.
guys. We're going to get out. See ya.
See you guys.